He's normally quicker on the update with that.
Yeah, and then I give a weak chuckle. I mean, I hope this won't make him feel emasculated.
It shouldn't. I've been helping him for a while.
And I'm grateful for that.
Oh, of course. Right. Right, so I have one crane left available. Any takers, I'll just give it to Akira. Does Reiko want it?
Not really. As I said, I don't really have space for now.
Alright. She'll hand one off to Akira later.
I imagine we will be doing item management before going into the domain.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Use.
Yeah. Yeah, apart from Raf and Ryosin, I'll definitely reserving a scene with Koharu if possible, because I want this to be private.
Sure. Can be over dishes cleanup.
Oh yeah, for example.
So he wants to go first, big boys.
Who does? That's a good question. I don't mind.
Neither do
don't
I.
mind either.
Shrug.
Cool.
Alright,
I'm the receiver,
let's go first,
I'm the recipient, not the initiator.
yeah.
Be
Alright.
the man, Reiko.
I can wait.
Alright, we can go first.
Okay, limp dick faggot, Reiko. Should have picked a better man.
Alright, it'll be Raph and Rio with Akira in the corner.
Rio will go sit down at the kotatsu.
The what?
The kotatsu.
The electric blanket.
Yeah, it's this little table that has an electric blanket over it that Japanese people get out in the winter.
We don't have centralized heating here.
Yeah.
Got it. Alright. Rap just to go over. Can basically I talked sorry. This is mainly about Himiko. She knows and she's one, and I asked her about what she felt when we did what we did.
Oh,
So
I see. Well, what did she tell you?
she told me that she did. At first, she didn't really by the time. She said that yeah, she remembered feeling slowing down. She would probably be just getting into school because it was right before class, so she would have been in Shigihara's room or just getting to it. So she did feel it, but it didn't stand out in her mind. So it was probably very localized in the class, though it did seem spread.
I see. How interesting. I'm just going to say.
Because I know we were curious about that. So, the thing is, it's probably gonna. The other thing is that she told me a couple of things that kind of. Okay, she says that she can feel her card, and she's been able to access it.
Well,
actively.
that is troubling.
She gave me a demonstration, and before she even gave me the demonstration, it was crazy when she here air quotes unlocked it. Now,
could you give me more description than crazy?
It was like this giant clarion call for action. I mean, to be honest, it was just over blinding and I had to take steps back. Coop, you seem to have a very unique reaction to it. What can you tell about it?
I wish to take up my arms, find my gay bulk, and rush straight into the enemy, and to pierce them over and over and over and over and over and over.
Got it?
Well, that is interesting. You experienced an overwhelming of the senses, and your persona felt a surge of passion? You'll just say, raising an eyebrow questioningly?
Or to call to arms, I mean, how would you describe it?
I would die for that beautiful woman.
There you go.
You'll say, well, That does seem to fit what I just said. A drive of passion. Well, that is something. You'll just kind of pause and go. And how did this topic come up?
She wanted to know about what we talked about during lunch.
I see.
Look,
And
go.
you told her about what we talked about?
She's known what we need to do for a while, and she has been okay with it. She actually helps as much as she can.
Yeah, we'll just kind of sigh and go. Right. Well, that's a misconception on her part. Because, pardon me, Dark-san, but what do you mean by she's okay with it?
That's fine. She's not okay with it. She's aware of it, and well, I guess it is. That doesn't sound right to me.
No, I don't think it should. In fact, it sounds very wrong to me, to put it that way.
Anyway, the other thing is, she did mention that basically, she's pretty sure that Katsumi cannot access her card.
And he'll just kind of blink for a second and go, I see. And how did that come up?
In the same conversation.
No, how did it come up? He'll just pause and go, how did Katsumi's name come up?
She brought it up.
Why is she aware of it?
Didn't you tell us during lunch that other people were aware of it?
Well, perhaps they're aware of the effect. Why are they aware of which one we're targeting?
Sort of just has his hand.
Is it something unique to Himiko, or does everyone know Dark?
Information I cannot give you because I do not have. How do you know the person that you talked to basically knew it but just didn't say anything?
He'll just kind of narrow his eyes down and go, I don't. But then again, I don't appear to be on as good terms with the person I talk to as you are with Himiko.
Yeah, we're dating. Go figure.
So it didn't occur to you to ask her how she knew it was Katsumi?
To be honest, as much as she knows around all the thing, I think it was probably education. She overheard us.
Overheard us.
We haven't exactly put out great lengths to basically be silent about it.
Have we not? I haven't gone full paranoid Dark, but I've taken all the steps that I thought we needed to prevent people from just happening upon this information.
Look. Alright. From the start and to the end of this, I am not the leak. Where it is coming from, I don't know. If it is at all. She is actually hired by the police to basically investigate actually brain in her body. But that isn't all what we need to talk about. Or do you want to continue on this line?
Oh, there's so much about this I want to talk about, but that might take too long. Please move on before I get caught up in it.
The other thing is also that basically she made me aware that there are certain institutions that basically might know about people with cards might be protecting
Right.
power. These are basically the point is that we might want to know what Katsumi actually is before we actually enter into her dream. Because if she's in the middle of basically her temple at the time, something tells me basically they might be able to detect that.
And he'll be like, right, yes. That was something that I was considering now that we know there's an effect on the outside world. How do you propose we do that if we're all going to be entering the card?
I don't. We need to basically figure out some way to. It might not necessarily be the best time to attack her at that point. We might want to. School, unfortunately, basically is probably the best place to do this in. So I don't know. I'm just basically saying we all have personas. I'm sure we can send one of ours off to basically watch from a distance to basically know where she is before we go in. I'm just basically saying that is something that basically we need to consider now. Not only them, but who they're connected.
I'm just kind of sorry. Breathe in for a moment and go. Right. Noted. Good to know.
And then continuing on, this isn't necessarily part of the conversation. It's something in at lunch, and I've been stirring up on it. I might. This is definitely going to be playing with things that basically are probably bad to play with, but I might be able to figure out a way to basically not.
To what?
I might be able to detect cards in people.
Mm.
I've told you that I have the ability to basically get a feel of things. I can look at things and basically understand their routes and where they come from. Why this place has this type of meaning behind it. In addition to that, basically with the stuff that I've been learning from Rion, it allows me to basically understand and manipulate the very fabric, the very connections that are of everything. I get to play with the quantum, basically. The point is, it gives me a greater understanding of those individual elements. I can't imagine basically something to be like being a card carrier isn't a major effect on who they're in. So if I can learn to isolate that particular trait, I might be able to use it to detect other people. The other thing also is, since supposedly we're supposed to have these anchors, ties between us and them, that's another way I might be able to trace it, by looking at us and finding our lines, and then trace it to the other person. These are both elements that I think I can use, but I definitely think are basically volatile in the. And let's be honest here, I like stepping on nukes.
Yeah, we'll just kind of cringe for a moment and then go, perhaps you could use the word landmine instead, Dark Sun.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Old habit.
Anyways. If you think you might be able to do that, the only thing that I can tell you at this point is you should find out for sure. I don't know how you classify this as being something that would be dangerous to experiment on. You'll just kind of say. I mean,
my basic ability
what kind
is
of thing
not
could go wrong.
My basic ability is basically not looking at things but manipulating them. So think about these kind of what we're talking about here, and you really want me basically playing with them where I fully understand them? Yeah, I'm trying to actually think ahead before I do something.
Right. Well then. Perhaps you should figure out more about how your power works for something besides the card then before you test that. Figure out exactly what could happen.
Alright.
Oh, speaking of which, you may have more things to tell me, but at the end of this, there is something related to that I had cause to ask you.
Actually, I think for the most part, that's where I'm at. That's the of what I think you need to know from that, and then my own personal elements. So we're good now.
Right. Well then, in that case, the thing that I needed to ask you related to that last point, whatever way your ability might have expanded due to your tutelage with Freon, you'll just kind of pause and go, I seem to recall that for the longest time you've had the ability to detect the qualities of something and also have the ability to manipulate those, right?
To a lesser extent, yes.
You helped that Fulbright demon create the way its library is, yes?
Yes.
Could I have you look at something like that for me?
Sure.
Right. And Ryu will just kind of get up and will take Heikaru out of his pocket.
That's the frog, right?
Yes.
That's a slimy pocket.
Yeah, he got it out. He got a tank for it. He usually keeps it in his room, but was meaning to talk to Ras, so before dinner he got Heikaru out.
You had that in your pocket during dinner?
Yep.
It's very sloppy.
Oh, I know. This shirt is going right in the wash. He'll be like, could you look at this for me?
Okay. Right. Give me a moment. Yeah. It's still
I don't imagine it's that deep.
Just to confirm this, it's still the deformed, ugly frog that it is, right? It hasn't really changed.
Yes. It hasn't changed.
Got it. I will be using my distinction in the negative because. Let's see.
Kill me.
It doesn't say that. Heikaru doesn't want to die.
Kill.
Alright. Neutral is 4. Let me just check something real quick. I'm almost positive, but. Oh no, 50. Cool.
Hasn't sent up for me yet.
No, my bonus is 50. I've not rolled yet.
Yeah, you maxed it out, buddy.
Yep.
So
Damn.
So you're using your, what are you using specifically?
I'm using the neutral distortion distinction to examine the frog, basically to get an idea of what
he only has one distinction.
Got it.
I mean, it's on the page, but you basically, like, you see this shitty looking frog, and it looks really pathetic, but you feel like it could be the greatest demon Rio could ever create.
Yeah, I know it, buddy. You're gonna be a big frog one day.
Alright, I do explain it all to him as I see it. And then remember also, it also tells me, even afterwards, just sort of like the background of it.
Yes. Like, I guess the imagery that Raph would get, I mean, he's not Japanese, so it would kind of feel like superimposed. But you know, like how noble children, they go to other people's houses to be fostered, and they go through all of these experiences, and when they come back, and when they come back, they're worldly and know all the super cool stuff. You feel like the frog needs to experience things to get stronger.
Okay. You know that usually that's basically done for ransom, right? That you trade the kids so basically they have something to hold over you. So
it doesn't matter.
Got it.
Depends on the political relationship.
True, but anyway. Alright, then I go, just
You're
so you know...
looking for leverage, not ransom. But anyway,
yeah, thank you. I also get feelings of things, and as strange as it sounds, I get the feeling that he will grow in power if he experiences more from different points of view, i.e., different people teach him things, but not teach. Just Raph explains the idea to Rio about how nobles used to do that. At least that's my interpretation.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty clear cut.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I'm pretty certain about this.
You. Sorry. Oh my god.
Also, if Akira's in the room still, like, she'd see, like, the puddle with the googly eyes.
I mean, she's been in the common room, like, doing some work. Being polite. She's not listening in on them at all.
Yeah, but the croaking death frog, I mean, that would have gotten...
Yeah, but she's hearing this. She kind of looks up. So scooting her way over.
Alright, well, if Raph is given his explanation, we'll just kind of pick Hikaru back up off the table. Please just stop doing that so loudly. Yeah. We'll kind of all jump a bit. He didn't notice Akira approaching.
Yeah, stealthy.
Yeah, that's Raph too. I mean,
the guys looking down at little Caro.
Glinda will walk away. That's fucking disgusting looking.
Oh, look at him. Where'd you find him?
In the mountains.
Oh, hey, little guy. She'll hold up a little finger to pat him on the head.
It'll sink into him.
Oh, God.
We'll reflexively pull that away.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, little guy.
And he'll be like, please be delicate.
Oh, yeah. Is he okay?
He's fine. Just not fully developed yet.
Is that a frog?
No. It is a toad.
Oh!
What's the difference?
Yeah, the bumps make sense. I just thought that was where you might have poked them at one point and they sunk out.
No. The difference, Dark Sun, is the difference between two different genuses. Frogs tend to be smaller and have their eggs by a source of water. Toads are capable of creating egg sacs that have water around them for the process.
Yeah, they don't really hang by ponds that much as toads. Or frogs.
Got it.
You can just find them in the yard outside, probably, honestly. Plus the bumps and the skin layer, and Kira lifts off a little bit of fact on them, because I have that knowledge.
Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm. Does he have a name? Or she? I've only assumed.
Yes, he has a name. Rio will just kind of sigh and go, "Hey, Karu."
Hey, Karu. Oh, that's adorable, hey, Karu.
So it's like Hector, right?
Anyone who knows Japanese knows that basically means frog slime.
Oh, that's cute.
Wait, what does it mean?
It's like a frog puddle.
Yes.
That's adorable.
Basically correct.
Are you taking care of him?
Yes. Anyways, Dark Sun, you said that it needs more experience to develop, right?
Yeah, outside of you.
Must it come from outside of me? At this point, I'm not quite willing to let other people handle him.
Since Raph rolled so high, you can be like, it's both. It's every kind of experience ever. It doesn't just have to be outside, but it can be internally as well.
It can be internally. It's mainly just the breadth of experience, not the depth. If that makes any sense.
Good.
The more experiences he gets, the more he'll grow.
Oh, good. Good. He'll just kind of say, and he'll let out a sigh of like, I mean, I'd imagine both of them would have to roll understanding to recognize it as a sigh of relief and not one of, oh my god.
I'm sorry, I will be making that roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if Akira can read in the fact that, yep, that was relief and not exasperation.
Yeah, don't worry, Rio.
Raph too.
Yeah.
Aw, Rio, you don't have to give him away to a daycare. Good. You can be his little papa. Make him into a big slime cube when he freezes up and gets solid.
They do that?
No, of course not, Raph. I'm joking. But he'll probably get more solid the older he gets.
Hopefully.
Grow up a bit. Yeah, right, little Hikaru. Oh, he smiled at me.
How can you tell?
From the inflection of his voice.
Ah, right.
It sounded happy.
Right. Well.
Right.
Oh, one more thing since Raph rolled really high.
Okay.
Raph doesn't really have a good social link with Naomi, but he feels like Hikaru's a little girly.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because Naomi held him on Christmas and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Cried into him, nurtured him with her tears.
Oh god, that's where the bumps are. Do you think he ever wants to come explore the domain a little bit, maybe? He might like the pond there a bit.
And Rio will just kind of pause for a moment and go, he might.
Don't know how to say this. But he seems to have a sort of an influence on him already.
Huh?
He seems overtly emotional, kind of
Emotional? He looks confused.
I sort of steps back from Akira. I don't mean this in a negative way, just kind of the reading again on, but he's kind of girly.
He's a cute sweetheart. He's in touch with his feminine side. Isn't that right, Karo?
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna roll my understanding with Naomi modifier. Okay.
I mean, you feel like he looks a bit more delicate.
Alright. Rio will just kind of quickly, not pound, but hit the table with his palm and just kind of go, yeah. Alright, well,
Sorry.
At least he's developed.
Kara will try to feed him a little snack from her pouch.
It will sink into him and then fall out the other side.
Oh!
Not at solitude stage yet.
And Rio will be like, well, actually, he's eating special crickets procured from Jeffrey.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
They have
diet.
They have no fight in them, but he'll just kind of pause and go, I'm not going to let something that has fight in it deal with Hikaru right now.
Yeah, he's too soft. You gotta cuddle him and make him strong.
I wasn't particularly talking about cuddling. I don't want him to get injured.
Oh. Well, it's the idea of cuddling. It's like being protective of him. Nurture.
If he gets his influences from who he's hanging around, I mean, sort of do look in Ryu's direction.
He's gonna be a real serious boy when he grows up, isn't he? He's gonna be responsible, have a ponytail, and...
No. He looked at Ryu. Toward what Ryu is when he was basically... We know kind of somebody who's kind of tough, right? Just saying, I mean, if he seems to pick up that which he's around...
Ryo will just kind of sigh and then go, I don't think Takinaka-san would be the best influence.
Just merely pointing suggestions.
And Wukong will slam his fist on the table and be like, hey, we're the toughest people around. That guy's a coward. We would be the mentors. We even have the dog on our side.
Clag might know something about them. If you ever need any more information. I'm sure you've done your own research, though, Rio.
And he'll be like, Clag might know more about toads in general and what exactly is going on with Hikaru, but...
And how to help raise him if you want.
I know what he is. If Raph's assessment is the fact that he needs more experience, then... Well... I can arrange that.
Good.
Alright.
Hey there, Hikaru, you're gonna go to school one day.
And,
The School of Ogata.
I guess Rio will hear in his head, why not take him to the card domains? That would be a great experience.
Rio will go in his head. Shax, you... Is that possible?
Hey, you got
Why-
strong.
You bring other stuff, don't you?
He'll kind of pause for a moment. And, like, that was in his head, but, like, he'll actually pause and, like, go and make that thinking pose outwardly. And he'll be like, that is something of a good idea.
Kira, do we all look like that when we're talking to our guys in our heads?
No.
Okay.
Wukong will
What do you
just
do?
slap Akira around the back of the head.
Hey, I'm not. What? I said we don't look like idiots when we do it.
You look like an idiot. I don't.
I don't look like an idiot when we're talking.
He'll just kind of protrude his lips out and start flapping them.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and inside to his head, Rio will just kind of go, everything that, I mean, we may be doing something terrible by trying to take it away, but everything that Katsumi believes in are values that I believe are important myself. It would be excellent if Hikaru could experience those. Good idea, Shax.
He'll take a sip.
Rio cringes because that chalice is unholy.
Alright. So, you got Rio
Right.
goes out of his trance, I suppose.
Yep. He'll be like, right, well, thank you for your inspection, Dark-san.
Here to serve.
Hmm.
Well, I have some homework I need to deal with.
He'll just kind of nod and go, please don't let me hold you up.
Hey, Kira.
Hmm?
Just hey.
Okay.
I think he's saying, like, hey, as in, like, I didn't say it when you showed up and now I'm leaving, so hey, Akira.
Just point
Oh.
to Rio.
What?
Trying to be polite, that's all.
Hmm?
Hi, Akira. Bye, Akira.
Yeah?
Weird fucking gadget.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just kind of sit. And he'll go, oh, quite. Anyways. Are you going to keep staring at my toad, Kazahaya?
I've been considering it. But you probably want to put him to bed soon. Night, little Carol. Night, Rio.
Yes, good night. Rio will get up.
Back down on the couch to get to her work.
Rio will get up and take Hikaru back and put him in his environment.
His fucking containment cell.
No, I got him a nice tank from Jeffrey.
Okay.
Why is Mo in my room?
No!
Good meme.
So, when he puts Hikaru back into his tank, you'll hear him coughing a bit.
Oh no. Is it bad cough?
It's more like a
Oh.
and he'll spit something out.
Oh, what is it?
It kind of looks like a bit like a Actually, roll me in knowledge, Ro.
I will do that.
It kind of reminds you of one of Naomi's piercings, but in a rocky, slimy, deformed form.
Oh, I get it. He had a gallstone. That's disgusting. Alright. Let's take that out. Look at it. And be like, this is disgusting.
It is.
Now let's take it and wash it down with a cloth and soap.
Mm. It looks like When you wash it and stuff, it looks red, like a blood red stone.
Oh my god. Okay. Here we'll be like, I suppose I'll ask Yuri about this then.
Bleh.
Thank you, Heikeru. Yeah, he'll put one of the 99% dead crickets in the tank, right next to Heikeru.
It will flop onto it
Yay!
because it doesn't have a mouth.
It just opens the mouth wherever it wants it, really.
Alright. So I believe we were going to have another scene.
Yeah. Between Reiko and Koharu.
Yep. Yes, I imagine we like washing the dishes, there's sound of running water, and I give me a glance at Koharu and say, I remember one of our last discussions, and you said to me that I can consider you a shoulder to, in quotes, cry on, that I can always talk freely with something that bothers me.
Yeah, of course. Something happened?
Not to me. I'm offering the same courtesy to you, because I give like a rueful smile. As much as I'm open book sometimes, it doesn't mean I can't figure out if something's bothering other people. And sorry to say, Koharu, but it's quite obvious that something is really bothering you, and it's not about learning stuff. So I wanted to say that, you know, I'm not a judgeful person, and if you want to just throw it out to somebody that will listen, I am here.
Well, girls supposed to have secrets, but no, it's nothing too bad. I just don't feel great right now afterwards.
Do you think that if you just let it out, you might feel better?
Maybe. I don't know. Have you ever had to reject a confession, Mako?
Well, back before my Ashen days, my hand goes through my hair, slightly wet. Well, there've been some love letters and stuff, but yeah, I don't think I ever went and I ever considered someone seriously. I mean, not before Fuma-san. But if it's about that, then, and yes, I can figure out, understand that, the matters of love and relation are never easy.
It's just not fun. I don't like doing it. But there's only two answers to that. And, well, you have to answer one way or the other, and I have to answer that way.
Yeah, well, unless, and I wanted to go with, unless you go and then I stop, no, I'm not gonna go that way. And I say that out loud.
Mm-hmm. Go what way?
That would have been a poor joke.
You
that
say it.
If somebody confesses to you, or if you have like more than one person. But I think I lost it halfway through. But basically, there's a way of, polygamous relationship. If that's correct English word.
Huh? Yeah, it is. Huh? No, That's not something you can do.
I want lots of boyfriends.
No, shut the fuck up. You're not even on the map over here. No. Go away, Deadpool.
What? I'm part of
my
you,
God.
fucker.
Fuck you. You were on the map in Rio's room. You can't just pop
Oh
out of
my
the
God.
fucking... You can't just tumble out of the cupboards.
Mo almost killed me. Anyways, yeah, and there's that, and yeah, I honestly never pegged you as a person that would like to go that
No,
way,
I wouldn't.
which is completely fine.
Uh-huh.
Now you light your pants on fire.
Mo, no. You know you're lying. Go.
No, no,
No, you.
no, no.
No. If I was lying, I wouldn't have turned Su-chan. Or, no, Aoki-kun down.
Tilt my head, like, I don't think, yeah, I don't get from his nickname.
It's just his name, Aoki-kun. It's just his last
Yeah,
name.
that's his surname. Yeah.
Aoki, because I'm hearing Aoki, not Aoki.
Aoki. Aoki.
I'm hearing
Aoki.
Aoki.
Moldkin! Moldkin!
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. No, I get you.
Oh, I thought you said algae.
No, Algae-kun! Call him Algae. He just plays
Yeah.
to me. Ugh.
Oh.
Be real, Algae.
Wait, I mean, fuck, at this point I don't know if I want to run with a joke that Reiko still considers Aoki as a girl.
I think it's... You know, go for
I think
what
it's
you want to
fun.
do.
It's run its course.
Yeah,
Do what you want to do.
yeah,
Live for your
I'm
life.
like,
Don't let your memes be dreams.
you know, I'm like, oh, damn, if I knew that a few months ago I would have make another poor joke that I didn't know you swung that way, but yeah, I know that Aoki. Look, way back when I thought Aoki was a girl, okay? It...
Oh. Aki-chan did too.
Oh,
That's okay.
okay.
It seems like a lot of people do.
Uh,
She looks incredibly guilty and sighs and kind of puts her head in her hands. Oh, it was so hard, Reiko.
I can imagine it that... I mean, he's a sweet guy, and rejection always... I mean, it usually hurts, but... I mean, we don't live in a perfect world when everyone gets what they want, and...
No, but he's so sweet and nice, and he sent me these nice letters, and he tried to send more, and he was really scared, and he was just so sad, and he did it just because he knew it wouldn't happen, because he already lives with Daichi, so he knows we're going out, and I cried. Oh.
I like, okay, dry my head off and like put a hand on the shoulder and like give her like reassuring hug. And mentally like, okay, that answers my question why she rejected him if Aoki is like a sweet guy.
Exactly. Oh, it was so bad, and then he was crying, and then Daichi showed up, and it was just awful.
I mean, I only know Daichi from like I might have seen his face and know and can attach a name, and I don't know him really, so... Did he pull some sort of macho... this macho thing? I mean, you said that he kinda was...
Oh, it was just so awkward.
Yeah, triangles usually are, but... Look, after... this... Obviously, this was hard for both of you, and, you know, sometimes there are some, quote, casualties and injuries, not physical, but time heals all the wounds, and I hope that he will understand that, you know, you can...
But he took so long to try and get to say anything, and now whenever if he thought about it with anyone else, he'll have this memory of it, and
We'll be his first love forever and ever.
Oh!
Yay! We won't be forgotten.
They broke his heart.
As I said, time heals all the wounds. I will... I mean, I don't know if I will be able to provide him any guidance, but...
Oh, please don't tell him I said what he cried or something.
Not that, just, you know... As I said, sometimes I'm good at picking hints, so... I might see that.
Yes, we are extremely good at understanding people.
Why isn't Mo like Phoenix-sama? He's also a bird.
I mean, you haven't asked.
Yeah, but no, she normally does things without me ever asking, so I just assume that means she doesn't. So, I mean, you know, get your facts straight. Thick cunt. Keep your Mo canon correct.
Okay. Like, I can... because on one hand, I understand, I mean, on one hand, yes, he cried, and obviously it was, like, very emotionally disturbing, tiring, and awkward. But on the other hand, he now has the answer. It's not a satisfying answer, it hurt him, but... I mean, it was... because, you know, you want to be faithful to Daichi on one hand, on the other, you...
Well, I don't know, I mean, Aoki's nice, but I never really thought of him that way. Yeah, but I figured out the letters were from him, so I was hoping he'd just get over it, but no, it got worse, and... boys shouldn't cry like that.
Yeah, it's disgusting, but at least that's a boy that likes us. We're more important than she'll ever be.
I mean, guys also have emotions. It's like...
They don't cry.
Yeah, they don't cry.
Well, apparently this one is, but look, what I want to say...
I know!
On the other
That's
hand,
why it's so bad!
You know, now he has an answer, and you are not the type of person that leads him around.
We aren't?
Koharu... look at... sorry. Koharu, I look at Mo and Koharu, then he knows the answer.
I know. I was being silly, sorry.
No, it's not silly, like, it's good that you're talking with me about that, because obviously it's something that weighs heavily on your heart.
Yeah, so much that I even get to play.
I know you're right, but it's not the kind of right that makes me feel better. But that's not something you have to do, but thank you for... I mean, I feel better, but...
It's so right, it's wrong.
As I said, you offered me your shoulder for me to cry on, figuratively or literally, and I'm just doing the same because it's the right thing to do.
And
thanks for letting me Frederick.
And I guess within Phoenix will say, this Himura, she has such a strong personality. We are being bombarded with all of these conflicting ideas and feelings and emotions. It is truly something to take a notice of, Reiko.
Yes, I know that she's... Because, honestly, as a player, I don't think there's a need for me to roll an understanding.
For what part?
because I understood this Phoenix as just kind of telling me maybe you should roll understanding again.
Phoenix is using your attributes.
It's fine, and yes, I'm kind of saying that, well, matters of love are never simple or straightforward. And I say that out loud, both to him and to Koharu. I mean, hell, I'm in love with a guy that knows what we are doing, knows that sooner or later we might, come after his card. And... But, I mean, I guess we both hope it will work out, that he tries to understand and won't take it personally or something. Shake my head. And
hope so.
Or rather,
Kunasan really is compassionate.
That he is. He didn't want to walk away. And yeah, but yeah, I guess, well, he said that if he just gave us a card, then it would mean that that card wasn't worth much in the first place.
Right.
Which, yeah, but sorry, it was supposed to be, your chance to show you.
I want a boy that will give us a card.
So pat Rake on the shoulder and go, well, thanks. You did make me feel a bit better, Reiko.
I'm glad I helped. You are helping everyone around, so I'm also glad you accepted someone trying to help you, even if its effectiveness, give a chuckle, wasn't as good.
No, it was good. I'm glad I have people looking out for me.
Can Koharu roll a diligence at a -2?
Okay.
Nice.
Something bad.
You feel like Mo really, really wants to say something that Koharu would not want her to say in public.
Don't say it, Mom. Go back in my head.
She's like, no!
Mo pops back into her head. Does she say it in Koharu's head at least?
She'll be like, I want to know if her boyfriend's so much better than mine and what they've been up to and stuff. It's not fair that she seems so secure in her relationships, especially how ugly and disgusting she looks.
Koharu's like, in her head.
Yeah, I just gave a one slight raised eyebrow as seeing Mo disappearing, but just then I just focus
she's done playing now. I think we helped wear her out. Thanks.
Yep, I'm glad to help.
Right, well, I think I'll be heading off to bed then. Thanks, Reiko-chan.
Right, no problem, Koharu-chan.
Alright.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. She'll say a little goodnight to Akira and kind of linger, saying that she's still up, and then head off to bed.
Yeah. Mo is pouting in her Koharu's head.
Good night, as I'm passing the rooms.
So was Ryu gonna do anything before he went to sleep?
Actually, he wanted to call Hamato.
Whoa. Alright.